Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this Education Abroad presentation. So during our session and our recording today, we'll give you a brief overview of study abroad here at Maryland and also include some information on why global learning should be added to your four-year plan. So to quickly introduce myself, my name is Catherine Swartzentraub. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the general advisor here in Education Abroad. So what this means is that on a daily basis, I meet with students as they begin to develop and plan for their interest in study abroad and to help them start to create academic, personal, and professional goals that will lead to program selection. So first off, welcome to the University of Maryland. We are really excited to have you here and to show you what our community has to offer. And hopefully as you're going through your time here at orientation, you'll start to create an idea of what you think your experience here at Maryland might include. And I encourage you to consider adding a global opportunity to that list as well. So here at UMD, our students really are part of a globally connected community. And we have a great visual here on the screen to highlight some of those. But I like to always note 2 points here in the specific presentation. So our student body includes over 4,500 international students who are studying as your peers and representing over 130 countries. And we also have active partnerships at over 170 institutions across the globe. So for most of our Terps, a Maryland experience really can be a global one, with different experiences that are building community here in College Park and beyond. And your global learning can really be an integral part of your college experience. And here in EA, we believe that all students should be able to have access to international education opportunities during their time at Maryland. So in fact, global experiences can even give you an advantage in the job market after graduation and throughout your career, even though that might seem, far down the road at this point in time. This is another graphic I love to share with students because it really does highlight a lot of the great reasons that we think there are to study abroad, including many academic, personal, and professional takeaways that you can gain specifically from your international experience. And there are a few key ones that we like to highlight here, especially on the screen. So no matter the length of your program or your course, you will definitely be exposed to new ideas and perspectives about how the world works. But in addition to that, you'll also have the opportunity to observe your field of study in a new light and maybe even enroll in coursework related to different cultures around the world. Also, international education is a really great way to expand your network and to also make new friends from around the United States and around the world. And global learning also helps students build their cross-cultural competence. So your ability to problem solve and also to work across differences with people from other countries. And I think we've noticed we are living in an increasingly connected world. And especially after graduation, different employers are going to be looking for these important skills in their new hires. So here in Education Abroad, we are here to help you bring your global learning to life through our different opportunities, such as global classrooms and study abroad, which we'll cover here in our session today. Our advisors are always available and ready to help with you at all of the stages of your UMD journey to help you navigate all these different experiences and options and to help design a Maryland experience that will go beyond our campus borders. So the first international experience we'll chat about today is our global classrooms. And UMD's global classrooms are program opportunities that empower you to engage globally without leaving home. So through these virtual courses, students collaborate with different classmates, faculties, and community from here at UMD and also our international peer institutions to gain real-world skills and collaborate on different solutions to global challenges. Our global classrooms are a really great opportunity for students who maybe are looking to stay on campus or to gain international experience right from home. And right now we actually have more than 500 students who are enrolled in a global classrooms course this past spring, and also a large number of students who are enrolled in our programs over the upcoming summer as well. So there are two kinds of global classrooms that are available to students: our global classroom signature courses and our global classrooms connections. So just to highlight on the difference between the two options when it comes to global classrooms, the Global Classroom signature courses enable you to collaborate with more than 25 partner universities around the world on virtual project-based coursework that addresses different global challenges. So for example, you might advance healthcare in Bangladesh or create an AI language app in Ecuador. And we've expanded our portfolio this year into Global Classrooms Connections, which are designed to facilitate meaningful connections with global topics, experts, and partners. So really going beyond what a typical online class experience is like to help students grow their cross-cultural competencies. And one exciting connections course that we like to highlight explores the life and works of J.R.R. Tolkien by learning from experts that are based in Oxford, England. So now we're kind of transitioning in our session here to look a little bit at study abroad and what does that entail here at University of Maryland. So I always like to start off the study abroad section of the presentation with this quick fact here on the screen. So only 1 in 10 graduates in the United States study abroad before they graduate. So practically speaking, having study abroad can really help you stand out to employers and graduate schools after you complete your time here at Maryland. And here at UMD, we are really proud that 23% of undergraduates take advantage of this opportunity, which is 2 times the national average. So in its simplest terms, study abroad is an academic experience. You will be taking classes at a local university or one of our partners abroad, or maybe even with a UMD faculty member abroad, and the credit will transfer back to UMD. But beyond that, it really is an opportunity to immerse yourself in a different culture and to connect with your host community on a deeper level than maybe if you were just to visit a location as a tourist. So while we believe that really important learning is going on inside the classroom, there's just as many lessons or takeaways that you can also have in your day-to-day life while studying abroad. And I really like these photos here on the screen to use as an example for the slide because they really paint the picture of how distinct a study abroad experience is and how it varies from a traditional academic experience in the classroom. So here, starting on the top left, we have students who are studying medicinal plants in Peru. Next to that, we have students who are working on a service learning project in their home community in the Dominican Republic. In the bottom left, we have students who are interviewing a formerly imprisoned Slovakian journalist. In the middle, we have a student who actually took advantage of an internship during their semester program. And it's a government and politics student who is interning in British Parliament. And then lastly, on the bottom right, we have students who are completing presentations, which are taking place in an ancient amphitheater in Italy. So needless to say, our programs really do intentionally embrace the local environment as an extension of the traditional classroom. So when you study abroad, the world is your classroom. And you can see right here in these pictures that students were able to gain hands-on experience with material that maybe they otherwise would have just had exposure to from a distance. But our study abroad programs also offer some additional unique learning opportunities, which we've mentioned, maybe briefly already, such as internships, service learning, and different field trips to help you expand on what you're learning in the classroom. So one of the first questions I am almost always asked by students is when and where can I study abroad? So as you can see highlighted here on the map in yellow, our students are everywhere around the world. And while we recognize that location might be one of the first considerations that you're thinking about, when it comes to study abroad, we like to reorient thinking a little bit back to academics and recognizing that study abroad is an experience that should be integrated into your larger academic trajectory here at the university. So to expand on that a little bit more, we have over 400 programs in 70 countries, and we truly believe that we have something for everyone. So our advisors work with you specifically to learn about your interests and to help you set goals that will define your priorities. And from there, we can help you map out a list of programs that will align with your academic, personal, and financial needs. So students at UMD are typically studying abroad 365 days of the year on our programs. And our semester programs are going to take place in the fall, spring, or even on a full year basis. And additionally, we also run short-term programs in the summer, spring break, and winter term that range from about 1.5 to 6 weeks. And a common thing that we hear from a lot of students is that they believe study abroad is not an option because of the cost. But we offer many programs in our portfolio that actually are less expensive than a semester here in College Park. But it is our mission to make study abroad more accessible for all students at UMD. And as we mentioned on our last slide, study abroad doesn't need to cost more than attending UMD in College Park for a semester. So your EA advisor will work with you to explore all of our different various program options to find the one that will best align with your budget and financial needs. But additionally, we also work with the National Scholarships Office to support students in pursuing other sources of funding. So you can actually apply any current scholarships or financial aid that you typically receive to attend UMD for a semester to a vast majority of our programs. Our office is really proud to work with a diverse community of UMD students who study abroad on our programs. And no matter your major, you can take advantage of our wide and extensive network of partners to incorporate study abroad into your academic plan. But additionally, we are also committed to being inclusive and representative of all students in the UMD community. So your EA advisor is ready to help and available to discuss how social identity impacts and is impacted by study abroad and to share relevant resources for you. I know also that when you're making a big decision, like deciding to study abroad, it can be really helpful to hear from someone you relate to. And fortunately, each year we have a community of nearly 2,000 UMD students who are participating in study abroad. And many of them have shared their stories so that students like you can see themselves in a study abroad experience. So our TerpsAbroad profiles on our website are a really great resource to connect with this diverse community of study abroad alumni. So here on this page on our website, you can learn more about their experiences and tips and tricks that they have for other students who want to study abroad in the future. So on this TerpsAbroad page, you can actually also search by academic college and even social identity. So you can gain insight on what study abroad was like for a student in your intended major or from students who have a similar lived experience as yourself. We also like to do a quick plug for our social media pages. We often do student content and takeovers that we share on social media, such as Instagram. So feel free to check those out to see some of that content that directly comes from our student participants on our study abroad programs. But here in EA, we are really here to help as much as possible on every step of your global journey here at UMD. So on campus, you can visit us in H.J. Patterson Hall or online on our website at umd.edu/studyabroad. And during orientation, you might be meeting with your academic advisor, and it's never too early to mention that you're interested in study abroad or a global opportunity. So your academic advisor is going to be a really great resource throughout the entire study abroad process, but they can help you determine when is the best time to study abroad based on your academic plan. And the financial aid office here on campus is also going to be a great resource to help you fund your study abroad experience. So you might be wondering, what's the first step I can take to get the study abroad process started? And it actually starts right here, right now on your screen. So feel free to pull out your phone and to scan this QR code using your camera and to fill out the form here and tell us more about you. So we will send you some more information, announcements of new global opportunities, and even global events based on your interests. So thanks for tuning into our online session. I hope this presentation was a nice way that helped illustrate different global opportunities available to you as a Terp. But you can also feel free, if you have any questions that pop up or you want to chat further, you can send us an email at educationabroad@umd.edu. And I hope you have a great rest of your time at orientation, and we are excited to see you here on campus in the fall.